say unite. That's what I'm saying.
Then you mentioned UDP and I mentioned unite. Unite and UDP.
So don't postulate the attribute of making the calls that is authoritarian. Just listen. Let me make my statement. You have had your way, and it's mine now. So what I am saying is that I don't want to downgrade the conversation between unite and UDP. But just to answer your question, or just to clarify the point. Just to clarify the point that why we left UDP, I think it's clear to Gambians. We came to the understanding that the party is not because we are leading or not leading. We came to the understanding that the party has an agenda, and only one agenda, that is propagating and ensuring that Ousainou becomes the president of the Gambia by hook and crook. Right? This is how we see. No, but let me finish. You see, this is your problem, Bambas. You guys, when you've been speaking for minutes.
Hold on. It's okay. So
the thing is,
okay.
Definitely, they will show those attributes. They will continue. But let me just show this. Let me just say this.
Look, you cannot ridicule me. Just go to your point and then stop. Being.
Yeah. Let me do a fact. Let me just do a fact check on you. You see, you obviously insult. You insult. This is what you've been doing. I just saw you 2 minutes ago. You are insulting people on Facebook, and here you are insulting me as well. So, no problem. Fine, no problem. I'll take it.
Allow him to finish.
But it's okay. It's okay, man.
I'll take
him to talk, please.
I'll take it.
Just allow him to talk. Yes.
I will take it because I, in my opinion, I know it's a normal in your circle. So for me, what I am going to say is just a fact. Yeah, no problem. I'll take it.
But Bambas, it's okay. You will have your time, bro. Just let him. Bambas, it's okay. Just let him go. Then you will have your time, please. It's okay.
So just a fact check. Before even on, I'm not even talking. I'm not going to talk about why Unite left the UDP. But what I'm going to say here is simple and straightforward, right? You are saying that in the National Assembly, if it is not UDP, President Barrow's whatsoever is going to pass.
I said that.
Yeah. No, he substantiated as well. Let me finish it, right?
No, that's
okay. Well, so whoever says it, that does not hold water. For President Barrow to push anything in National Assembly, he needs at least 75% of the votes. And then UDP cannot alone stop that because it is not up to 20. It does not form 1/3 of the votes. To have 1/3 of the vote, you have to have 19, and UDP does not have that. For UDP to stop anything in the National Assembly, it means there are other National Assembly members that do not belong to UDP and support what UDP stands for or what UDP propagates. For example, in rejecting the Barrow draft constitution, it was not only UDP that says no. If it was only UDP, all other National Assembly members say yes, it was going to pass. So that's going to tell you that even at National Assembly, UDP cannot do anything alone by themselves, right? So the thing here is, there is a thin line distinction that we were saying that people are kind of when we so in your negotiation table, we are not saying that you cannot come with a position. If you ask me, for example, if I'm in a coalition, if you ask me who should lead a coalition, I would say Taliban should lead it. If you ask me why, I will give you a reason. I would say maybe he is the only person he was able to win against the entire government and its machinery. I would say that. Whether you agree with it or not, it can be an argument, right? So, but that does not mean that I am saying that if Talib do not lead the coalition, I am going to exit. So there is a thin line here. All other political parties, I have not had any political party that says that they will either lead or it's not going to work, or they are going to exit, or they are not going to be part of it. So the thing here is, when people call this thing out, they are not saying UDP are wrong in saying it. They have a prerogative to believe that they should lead. But others also have a prerogative to opinionate that UDP cannot have such substantial positions if they really want the coalition to stand. And they are within their rights to say that. That should be granted. So one most substantial thing as well, people leave behind is that all this coalition, Yeah, Lord, thank you. Thanks for granting the continuity. So this is the point. What everybody is saying, outside the order box is not even about the leadership, right? Because at the end of the day, the idea about coalition is all built within the frame of negotiation. And the only reason why two people go into a negotiation or where the parties go into a negotiation, because it is believed that one of the party, when I say party, I don't mean political parties, I mean stakeholders, you could interpret that anyway, right? One of those parties cannot achieve what they want to achieve by themselves, right? And it could only be achieved when people come together, right? So the idea of coalition, the idea starts with negotiation. And negotiation, you do not, that's just a general phenomenon. You do not go into a negotiation with a substantial standpoint that equates to take it or leave it. When it becomes, or when it comes to that level, then it's no more a negotiation. So my point here, which should be granted, is that the UDP are scared of a model that led to their own candidate to win. And people keep running away from this. But the only model that the Gambians were able to use to not only achieve a coalition, but able to remove a brutal dictator and able to establish a democratic institution, whether we like it or not. If I don't know, but at least we have some space that we do not have in Jamestown, right? The only reason why this was possible was because of this coalition model. And this coalition model was the model that ushered in a UDP candidate. So now, why do we need to break this model and just say now we're just going to rally behind UDP? It is still possible when we go into the model, we all forget about our parties, everybody come. It's possible SFR will win. It's possible UDP will win. Anyone can win. And we all go by it because, for example, what we did before. Why do we need to betray that? And if you ask all the other people in the other side, you just ask them, is the 2016 coalition model fair or not fair? They will not be able to tell you it's not fair. Do you know why? Because it is the model that ushered in their presidential candidate. And one thing that is unique about the 2016 model, if you do a deep research on coalition building, especially, I've done a couple of literature reviews in coalition building. The Gambia 2016 coalition case is very central in any academic literature as far as coalition building is concerned. And the argument about it is how unique it is, how the people of the country were able to forget their party colors and came together as a unified front, forgetting about their party identity. And that is why in the 2016 body campaign, you will see all other people coming in with their own political parties. No one was talking about any individual or any color or no one person, because the agenda was just to remove a brutal dictator. You see the power of unity. And also, one thing that is very, very, very important is how unified the voice is. I'll give you an example. There was one point in the coalition where Mama Kande and one of the coalition partners in Senegal just went out. My party just went out and gave a statement. Halifa came out unequivocally. He stated that because Neko the coalition spokesperson, I am the coalition spokesperson. If I say anything, that is it. If I do not say anything, it's not official. My party, with all his arrogance or whatsoever, his ego, he came out publicly and said, yes, I'm part of the coalition, but anything I say will not hold any water. If something comes from Halifa, then we should go by Halifa. You know why my bottled up? That is because of unity. So what I am trying to say here is that Gambians don't need to ask questions about asking me a model. I can tell you different models where big coalitions, big parties and small parties come together and then a small party lead. It happened in different countries. It happened in Turkey. It happened in Israel. It happened in different countries. But in the Gambia, there has never been an issue of which party or not party. And now, let us still visit history. They said history is not just only the path that is left by the past, but it influences today and determines what happened in the future. Now, let's go back to history. All the coalitions that failed in the Gambia, 2006 coalition, 2011 coalition, all of them. Even after 2016 presidential election, when the Khalifa suggests that we go into National Assembly election for coalition, all of them, the reason why it does not work is because parties were central. That's it. In 2006, UDP were not happy that they were not selected as leaders. That's why they left. 2011, the same thing. In the 2017, before the National Assembly election, when Khalifa proposed the coalition, man, I was in UDP 100%. I was there outright and said, no, Khalifa, we can't do this. And it doesn't work. We went by party, right? It failed. So anytime coalition conversations erupted and resulted to a futile discussion, a failure for that matter, it is just only that parties are central. So for me, I want to be very civil. Gambians need to understand one thing. We are tracking what I call an unimaginable quagmire. Yahya Jammeh was just killing people, but Barrow is killing in numbers, in abstraction. Because, of course, Jammeh will kill people to serve people, but Barrow will not provide medication that's going to save life. Barrow will not provide a hospital where 3 or 4 people or 6 people will die on the same bed, pregnant women. Barrow will provide an environment where medication will come into a country that is poor and kill 66 people. So the country is striking an unimaginable quagmire. So if there is a time where urgency is required for people to distance themselves with their party and focus on what is going to change the country, it is now. And that is why everywhere people are urging for parties to forget about their color. And this is what can change the country, because it was able to change the country just 10 years ago. Nobody is saying that Ousainou is not a good statesman. Nobody is saying that Ousainou is a bad person personally. But what we are saying is that Ousainou, all the time you were present, coalition discussions failed. The only time you were absent, coalition discussions succeed. My brothers.
Okay,
we cannot call that coincidence. We cannot call that coincidence, right? So yes, thank you so much. So to conclude,
yes, you have 1 minute to conclude.
Okay, conclude. Yeah, I was hoping to speak in Mandinka for a long time because it's okay. Yeah,
okay. Just
continue. Madun anga banko jibe me banko jibe la nyami wala mi yalanka wol bentol be nafala dol bi mi yalanko me to abdou janne ngalon ne ko bi ta nyami aseke nyaaw ko dol gi gambia la ko be gambia so nga kata nga banko falin anu be banko falin na nyami wala mbe na pati ko la mutanga mabo nga mo selak mi yalanko jigita wala ko ase winno anu ni ko winnable candidate modol ka kam fa ka karima fo dol ma winnable. But history me and the one ko dol bi ma winnable because ya kata ma winnable. At least ngadi dol la mi yalan ko se winnable no. Esa fal will be jele Taliban soda will be jele dol falam bi jele. So on that point, I will just stop here. But just to clarify as well, there was not a single point on this discussion. There are no other political parties managing rights to the Kafuke Ibelidla.
Thank you, Ibrahim.
Political party data for no by force it Ibelidla what. So on that note, thank you so much. Cheers, bro.
No, thank you so much, bro. But you can stay. We have a lot to discuss, you know. I'm Tidos, I'm Lamin, and another Lamin KA, and I'm Cham Babel. Tidos, you want to say something before Lamin comes? We grant a woman? Okay, Lamin, then come on, then Tidos the Faragal. Lamin, one of them Lamins can come up, or Cham Babel Mundanyo. Okay, then Lamin. Okay, Lamin is here. Yes, go ahead, Lamin. Network bila, Gambia. Wow, I don't know.
Wow, so luma bugo na wow.
Albanyadi.
Lamin talk at few seconds correct. Jobis, man, nyoma fi dama buga leral na rek. Nyoma fi puru caricature PDOIS. Fi watan la. Kon harma may Lamin.
I'm the guy do
Lamin so who do me.
Don't want you Lamin. So who mutual why?
Okay.
Wow, okay. So my pro caricature. I don't do that. Wow, political discussion la, and the floor. Duma job is your small brother. Duma la disrespect directly. Duma disrespect Buga Bai. Duma feel disrespect Ken. So duma wax anything nasty about anybody individual. Duma jail dara personal.
No, your discipline more than neka defy.
Wow, you know, so you politics la. Joe is bulan ma mere dinga.
Bulan alpacas na. You know.
Your small brother. Yen dama len over hono you know.
No, alpacas. I'm ga. You see, man. Sometimes I understand. No, I'm gonna feel the next platform, and do they have can moy duga akan moy
gel. No, lol
understand? All these things then go on by head.
Yeah, lol dega.
Because the moment go work, I'm not.
Mako gane gino anda bambas.
Sawa bi gom nañ ko daw na ñoo mom. Understand?
No dega.
Wow, mota fo ñu avoid yene xam nga yene ñu ndé waxé rek lolu.
No dega.
Well, it's okay. But yeah, but Bambas dinyo man dafa few things rek yung mabuga sani. Bambas no diga nyo yo next because few things masani mo eh. Nan stop talking with emotions right now. Gambian singa ham ninyo don de hasnan APP Sobeyaa ginelen chilingen neka and let us come together. And now we are coming together. Now that coming together too is a problem. So what do we really want as Gambians? It's high time for you understand me. We all fail Gambia. Ya xam nga nek UDP, ya xam nga nek doy, ya xam fo mun di nek. We all fail Gambia woefully. So if we want to correct our country and take our country back, tay dañoo bokk gis-gis ñu bokk xalaat. Ñuy nangulante nit ki idea bu am waaye loolu suñ demee ba ci table bi su fekkee table bi dafa dàq idea boobu noonu ñu xool naka la nit ki di doxalee waaye tey toj gémmiñi sàmm te xamuloo lu mooy wëlis tamit daf ñoo indilaat back to backwards. You know tey 2016 dangal amoon coalition, but at the end of the day, they all come together. So coming together right now,
so dramatic.
Is what we need.
So dramatic.
It's something.
Yeah, no, I just want to clarify again.
Okay, no, dama buga landa, no, sama voice be like mungi clear. No, dinga nyo, dama buga wahli like 1 second like after nga nyo.
Okay, sana dog,
mangi clear.
Yeah,
man limawa ñu ngi am ñoo xam ne nit ñi foog nañ ne gis nga ñëpp nangul nañ li UDP wax mooy ñoom their stand is party led but seen stand party led boobu noonu taxut xam nga one thing lañ war a understand they have a stand of party led but they are not forming a coalition but they are part of coalition talk. This is two different things and we got to understand this and we got to respect it to one another. Tey Sobeyaa gëmoon nañ ni benn parti
Kan moo war a ñëw next? Aja Bambas na ñëw.
Bambas moo war a tontu allegation.
So Phil xam nga léegi man Gambian si dama leen mën a understand. Yow si li nga toog. Fi nga toog di béréngu. Fi nga toog ba di béréngu nga ne keneen bu mu laal loolu. Yow fi nga xamante ne yaa ngi tëdda foofu yaa ngi béréngu de. Nga ne keneen ne loxoom bu mu ko laal sax bu mu laal lu mel ni loolu te yow yaa ngi si tëdda yaa ngi si béréngu. Now this Ibrahima the spokesperson of UMC kii mu ngi wax ne waaw waruñoo gis parti na leen tegaagum affaire parti yi fële na leen gis nga UMC ñoom ñu ne dañ génn UDP because ñoom doxali UDP bi ñoom gisuñ si seen boppa wala ñoom ànduñ ci waaye léegi su fekkee ne yow gisuloo parti yow gisuloo an individual yow lu leen yéen lan moo leen teree ngeen dem ngeen join to already established parties yi nga xamante ne ñu ngi si dëkk boobu noonu yaa ngi am PDOIS yaa ngi am Sobeyaa yaa ngi am you name them all these political parties su fekkee yow yéen nekku leen di toppa benn nit an individual su fekkee ne yéen nekku leen bugga leen yéen tamit su fekkee yéen tamit buggu leen seen create seen own political party ñu ne waaw Talib moom moo parti bi gars yi Talib yi ñoom moom parti bi why didn't you go and join the already existing political party?
tegal sali mi ngalam tida
lu tax ina ñooñu parti bi lañ gis wala seen leader bi lañ gis ñoom lan moo tax ñoom ñu gën a UDP dem form seen own political party ak seen own movement ñu ngi noonu ñu ngi try pour register ko lan moo tax loolu lii moo tax ma ne Gambien yi man du ma leen di mën a understand yow yaa ngi tedda foo xamante ne yaa ngi bérengu ci dara li nga xamante ne mu ngi la nee nga ne keneen bu mu joxoñ loolu sa sakantuma di ko laal. That is how contradictory some.
Why guy nge lakaloo Bambas olof sax ndeysaan.
Exactly.
Bambas mu ne yaa ngi tere yaa ngi bérengu xam sa bala olof la.
Gaa yi UMC ñoom ñoo gën a foni koo gis sax ki ñi.
Mais yaa ngi tëdd foofu noonu di bérengu.
Man li ma nekk di wax sax moo
politique bi neex na tey.
ñu ne ñoom Talib moo war a jiite UDP moo tax gaa ñu génn UDP now te ñoom ñu ngi noonu di wax si après coalition léegi su fekkee ne coalition talks yooyu noonu dem nañ ba gaa agree ne UDP ñoo war a lead that coalition ñoom naka la ñoo def man dama foogoon ne sax ñoom because ñoom ñu ne Talib mooy winnable candidate man dama foog ne ñoom suñ génnee UDP duñ xoolaati benn coalition ñoom kay dañoo dem rek ñu grab results yi rek ñu dem a state house comme que Talib moo nekk di winnable.
No, you know that's not possible.
No, that's what I thought because ñoom that is how they.
Mel waaye tamit xam nga Bambas di wax tamit Mel soo ko seetloo mënuloo bokka waaye bokka nga pour bugg a leadership. Sometimes
you cannot defy logic. What Bambas is saying is logic. Because hanga man duma de buga put oppositions together, and this is a fight between the ex-wife and the new wife. So you can only be neutral, and you can only but the fact remains the reason why yen gena UDP was because of your fangene munlena grossy party be Lee and this, that, and the third. But in that same token, you went and formed a coalition. Lanmota, with all the parties that we have in Gambia, why didn't you look at one thing and more resonate at your idea and endorse them and then go rally behind them if leadership was not the issue?
Exactly. Hence you said.
So man, I would not argue with logic. So what he is saying is logical. Yep. Now, if I can Ibrahim Nyona rebuttal, Wahma Lenin, I would also listen to it and then contribute. But Libambas Dewani right now is 100% true.
Yep, that's very true.
So Limo Sineka, sometimes danje buga and the yenen arguments you hamantene HO want to reclaim and why do they make any sense? So man fi may daanele moo nekk ne man foog naa ne ñi nga xamante ne daal ñoo mun a ànda ñooy ñu ànda ñi mun a ànda ñoom it ñu ànda man daal lii loolu laa si gis comme que PDOIS ñoom ñu ngi create seen own coalition talks soo ko waxee ñoom Jobis ñu la ne déedéet loolu projet gi onko Halifa la.
Why Jobis yéen tamit nag what's that about Bamba sorry maa ngi soog a mun a cabaxal I mean yéen how can we be we are in the midst of a coalition you know and then yéen tamit ngeen ñëw ngeen da ngeen indi seen own coalition boppa Team Gambia when this is the time now I understand that there are issues that are happening. Yeah, but you just a new Secretary General and whatnot. So this is not revolving around Halifa. Why at this point, man, PDOIS being the grandfather of politics in Gambia, you know, why is it there you guys are not at the forefront? And from what I have heard, ñu ngi nekk di leen engage waaye ba léegi fi mu nekk nii kenn déggaagu dara. Come on, man.
Wow, Mel.
Now.
So
Baba mema
no dinga ñëw dama laajte la continuer yaa ngi doon wax ma bëgg la laajte léegi xaaral ma laajte la
Fadis ñëw na Fadis dégg naa dañ assassiné doomi kii nii bi
bilaay maa ngi fi
ok waaw dinañ wax boobu later
moom nga wax si politique bi
no xaaral Jobis mu tontu ma fii nii tuuti because I'm curious
okay Jobis go ahead Jobis
Jobis waa soo toogee after ma laajte la kon
wow okay Mel
naam okay
according to the information from a reliable person. Then back in June, sila guy approach on Halifa pour affaire Apex bi. And ñun suñ congress bi by that time dañ ko bëggona def ci party anniversary bi around that time lañ ko bëggona def. So Halifa told them ne mom du mëna make decision ci lolu nonu bañ dem congress ba paré. Right? So balal moment dama am call. So in July lolu amut. So October ñu wara def congress bi in October. Amna liggéey yu nekkon liggéey paré won, and that was the reason why I went to Gambia. Because jënon na ticket ba paré. So légui affaire bi jeex na January 24 bi la affaire bi jeex. Xam nga su fekkee ne PDOIS war na mo mëna dem uyu keneen si biti ndikoon Halifa mi nga xam ne man bala maa dégg Apex team Gambia 2026 la dégg before Apex ndikoon Halifa tamit waroon na moo mën a jóg depuis boobu mu ekkati lim ekkati. Xam nga fii problème nekku fi and people want to see it as problem. We are dealing, Apex is dealing with political parties, but the bigger picture is we are dealing with Gambian voters. And kuneka lo muna indi, lo muna soti, dafa yoku. Te man wana ko demba, amna ko mo waxtanal demba si gudi. Gis nga Gambia, bu mo Gambia ben tay, bu coalition di taxaw ben tay, ñetti coalition yu am yépp amul ben political party bo xamné genn na sé bokk PDOIS wala genn na sé invest PDOIS amut. So always ñun ñu ngi fofu waye li ma wax fi bu yagut moy dañ joggé congress tana a new central committee bo xamné sa togagut at least nañ ko may mu tok su togué ba paré den ñu xol ñom ban direction lañu démé. Affaire yi Halifa bu génna barki demo njaay nekkul ne Halifa after congress dafa génna mu wax lu Halifa doon wax ci congress bi lolu la gaay indi tek ko ci kayit bi. So if for example Apex amna 7 or 8 parties, political parties ak ay movement yu fa nekk légui su Halifa mu ne ci yenen 3 or 4 sax bolé ko ak yenen ni sax we are still winning. Man I don't ken waruta expect ne Halifa dina taxawal lo xamne dañu dem election ba paré ñi nga xamne ñoy political party yi ci bir Gambia du dem toga ñom waxatana ñom dafa taxawé boram lolu mënta nekk xel mënta nangu lolu waye niti ñoo nekka.
But how long are we going to wait though? How long are we going to wait?
That's the question. That's the question.
No.
Yeah. No. Because xam nga yeen da ngeen ñu dé wax né ñu xaar da ngeen ñu dé wax né ñu xaar suñu xaar ba so rek.
Waaw mais xana dégg loolu fi Jobis waxoon xana yow fo nekkon Jobis mu ne
Jobis mu ne la né man suma ma ngi taal live but I'm busy with the kids.
Waaw wax nga dégg kañ Jobis mu ne kenn du leen wax lu ñoo def kenn du leen soroxé moko fi wax
Jobis ya wax loolu.
Non mel mako wax parce que xam nga luma du tax mo wax ko moy
waaw
ñun as a party
waaw
ni lay musu operater. So dafa fekkane suñ 4 years congress bi ni dafa fall into the electoral cycle. Understand? Electoral year. So motar attention bi yep mu nekk ci ko PDOIS. While ñun even the 2016 plan bi nga xamne mom la Halifa amone lolu 2015 la ko parti bi waxtané te deuxième plan bobu nonu mom lañ yobu for 2016. So lolu dama bëgg understand.
Let's go upstairs.
That's how we do things. That's how we operate. Why so gisé yakamti bi am because everybody is talking about coalition, everybody is talking about na ñëw together. Why that doesn't mean ne dañu wara yaaxa ñun suñu way parti pour dem uyu leneen. It doesn't work that way. We yen Sobeyaa la ngeen di nangul naka ngeen di opérer seen biir parti UDP dañ ko nangul lu mo opérer ci biir partem ñun tamit dañu nangul lu ñu opérer suñu biir parti suñu paré pour tok Gambia yépp xam na né Gambia musu ta oté
nak lu ëpp touru nak
Phil dama la né history Phil dama la né
sa wa su waxay rek su noppé rek nga ñëw
Phil dama bëgg nga génn ci li nga nekk
yaa wara génn ci li nga nekk ci boppam
Phil xam nga sa waxi demba gis nga yow sa waxi demba dafa nekkoon ne PDOIS always there at the forefront ñun musuñu Gambia musu ta soxla wala mu oté ne kaay leen te bokkuñ always we are there so ala wala ñu loolu te xam ne mu yéex mu gaaw dina ñëw
nangul nañ leen ko
so
Jobis ñëwal
lan moo nekk seen
Fadis ñëwal so ba Amadou xaaral nag
ban communication ngeen jox waa Apex ne loolu moo tax yéen joinagu leen
li tax joinuñ mooy demuñ congress dañu war a dem congress and suñ congress foofu la ñoo décider the next 4 years naka la parti bi di doxee
so yéen dañ leen seen invitation waaye yéen yónneewu leen kenn xam nga bii nekku ne comme da ngeen di make a decision it's like dañ leen invite pour ngeen ñëw ngeen waxtaan it's not ne comme anything is concrete or loo xam ne dañ ko bind on paper no it's just waxtaan la so lana tax yéen even kenn nit sa yónni wu leen ko
waaw because joxuñu kenn mandate ne ko parti bi dafa demee election with coalition or not
but yéen dem ngeen ba taxawal coalition at least Halifa dem na ba taxawal coalition and yéen boobu bokk ngeen fa
no that's absolutely wrong Halifa taxawal ton coalition Halifa dafa
yow nga ne Halifa still now he's a member in DOI so if Halifa stands something okay
waaw fii même dañu war a understand leena Halifa bu amee idea bi dafa yàgga te Halifa actu ci idea bi dafa toog xaar ba congrès jot mu ñëw mu teg ko ci kaw table bi comme ñu waxee ñeneen ñi ne suñ demee congrès dinañ decide dinañ am a new central committee then from there we will be able to talk when it comes to coalition nu Halifa xaaree nu Halifa doon xaaree noonu la ñeneen ñi doon xaaree so yow doo expect ne Halifa bu bokk ci biir ñu xaarloo ko dañ ko war a accord keneen ku ci biti loolu it doesn't make any sense dañu waxante dëgg
waaw ok dinaa la nangul boor boobu noonu but lu ma bëgg a xam mooy congress bi Halifa bu mu doon initiate this new Gambia coalition bu mu am plan bu mu am loolu ak Apex bana jiitu
man si lu ma njëkk a dégg Apex according to them ñu ne Apex buñ ko sasooyee was 2024 something like that
23
waaw according to lu ma dégg something like that waaye man dégguma woon Apex man li ma njëkk a dégg
waaye doy dégg nañ Apex
man team Gambia laa njëkk a dégg
when idea boobu noonu loolu is an idea mooy smile bag lañ ko déggee ñun ñëpp last year it's an idea that was an idea Halifa said the idea bi la Gambians yëpp am mooy coming together with any different name is coming together so this is not something new
waaye lu ma la wax mooy fil yéen fi ngeen di yóbbu wax bi moo eggut foofu you are not only dealing about political parties Halifa lu mu bon Halifa mun na moo isi 2000 3000 nit 4000 nit yokka ko si whatever lu ñoo def loo xam ne xëy na Apex alone mënu koo def so it's going to be a plus at the end of the day so man léegi fi ngeen ko yóbbu ne Halifa dafa beru pour def affaire yi boppam buuta boole ñeneen ñi loolu laa wax ne yéen fi ngeen ko gisee far ngeen musa gisee Halifa Sallah in his political career moom mu beru ñëpp ñëw together moom ñëw together mu taxawee benn place nit ki tam soo leen ko waxal tamit wala ngeen ko bëgg a yóbbu fële dëkkal ko feena da ngeen war a xool passam.
No, Jobis, nobody said that. You're not even listening to what people are debating. No. Halifa have an idea. No. This is not a policy. No. Nobody dismissing his idea. But the fact of the matter is, you are not representing PDOIS and you have an idea. This is and this is where my problem is. This is not no more about Halifa. I'm the alpacas one living and fucking is something, but it's the truth.
No, why Phil, you need to understand. Phil, you need to understand by the no wait, just wait. You need to understand by the time Halifa was talking about this, Halifa was the Secretary General of PDOIS. And Halifa munta ya liga hamne moneka fofu nunu. Li dañ ko wara understand. Now Halifa is not a central committee member of PDOIS. Halifa is an ordinary member like me. Halifa mo am project am.
Jobis, you see that very last point is where I disagree with you. Halifa is still relevant, not just Halifa is still relevant. When Halifa spoke, PDOIS spoke. Right?
No.
Halifa is still relevant.
No,
hold on. Listen.
Mike,
just allow me.
Allow 1 second. Please.
Since 1987, all of us know Halifa with PDOIS, right? And even tomorrow, we'll still know Halifa ex PDOIS. The idea that he doesn't hold a particular position doesn't reduce his association with PDOIS. When Halifa speaks, the general consensus is Halifa speaks for PDOIS. So let's. This is what you're doing. Okay,
but Mike,
just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Mike, hold on. Mike.
Just allow me 1 second, Jovis. Just allow me 1 second. You see what you're doing. This is damage control, just like what UDP is doing. Following their statement, this is just damage control. And it needs to be done fast. You see, everybody is defending their side. When something is wrong, it's wrong. There was no reason why PDOIS couldn't respond to Apex.
Yes,
no
there
reason.
Was reason.
No reason.
Yes.
The excuse of Sim convention is just an excuse. You could just respond to them. Harold. No, Harold. You can't respond to them saying, you know what, we are tired of doing this, but we will come. But you didn't even turn up. You didn't send anyone.
Mike, Mike. Let me speak now.
I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, let me speak now.
Is that what happened?
No, let me speak now. Mike.
Why Jobis, they reached out and nobody responded?
No, wait, I'm just coming. I've just explained in the past now, Mel Buyago, and you're digging a lumawa. Understand?
No, but the claim Mike is making, I just wanted to drive that.
My understanding is they didn't turn up to the gathering. And they were not represented.
Journalists.
Okay, let me tell you.
Well, how can they send journalists? Journalists don't represent parties. Journalists.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Right.
We have to make things clear. What can be Amonego in the past? When CSC invited PDOIS, PDOIS gave them the same response as they gave Apex. But with CSC, Halifa told them, we're gonna send 4 journalists to cover an event. Right? Not PDOIS moyone journalists. That's what I learned. Lady, coming back to your claim bunga make, Lumala of Moy, Halifa doesn't have any seat in that central committee of PDOIS. Halifa is a member like I am. Suma idea, the channels I am going to use, pull my invited PDOIS. PDOIS gave them the same response as they gave Apex. But with CSE, Halifa told them, we're gonna send 4 journalists to cover an event. Right? Not PDOIS moyone journalists. That's what I learned. Lady, coming back to your claim bunga make, Lumala of Moy, Halifa doesn't have any seat in that central committee of PDOIS. Halifa is a member like I am. Suma idea, the channels I am going to use, pull mawako, Halifa, tamit channel
Okay, here is my problem with that.
Memory, you can say whatever you want to say. Marek. You can say whatever you want to say because you are at the outside, you don't subscribe to PDOIS, you don't believe in what they are doing. You nekk ci biir xam nañ how our party works. So whether yow jël nga ko wala whether yow jëluloo ko yow claim mu nga make su fekkee ne loolu is factual you should also allow ne Halifa waroon na moo am the right pour mu dem taxawal affaire am te faale wut political party bi.
And I don't have any problem with that.
Wow, léegi amuloo problème pour loolu.
No.
Halifa léegi Halifa respect na ne moom parti bi soo amee sa idea pour nga yóbbu ko forward da nga war a dem congress right te loolu la def.
Okay.
Nga waxee ko foofu so su fekkee ne Halifa mi nga xam ne moo nekkoon suñu secrétaire général process boobu la jaar lan moo tax PDOIS mu war a accord keneen koo xam ne bokkut PDOIS dafa oote rek lu mu accordalul koo xam ne mu fa comme ni nga ko waxee depuis from the starting mu ngi liggéeyal parti bi ba tey mu ngi liggéeyal parti bi so xam nga you can say whatever you want to say man I give it to you.
Okay.
Why su fekkee ne process bi lañ use.
Okay, sorry.
da nga ko war a nangul Halifa ba pare nga nangu ne PDOIS as a political party because of demuñ te expérience naa la ne PDOIS the next 4 years li ñu war a def suñu war a dem election dañoo waxtaan ndax waaw dañu war a dem bokk ci coalition wala mun nañoo bokk ci coalition all these things foofu lañ ko waxtaanee and then we take it forward léegi loolu amul how do you expect PDOIS nga mu dem toog mu dem waxtaan te the general membership nga xam ne ñoo constitute that congress d'accord ci loolu.
Okay, Jobis, I am not disagreeing on that point. The point I'm disagreeing is Halifa doesn't hold a seat in the in PDOIS. That's the point I'm disagreeing with you on. Yesterday, someone spoke here on a different platform and says that statement, even if it's come from Dabo is not UDP executive. Unless the official press release came from UDP executive, then it can be attributed to UDP, right? And we said to the individual, no, he is the flag bearer, he is the leader. If he spoke, everybody else will assume this is UDP. So this is damage control. The idea that Halifa doesn't...
It's different.
It's different. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. What you are trying to say is Halifa doesn't hold a position.
Okay, let me tell you.
So
Halifa,
what Halifa is doing... You know what? Let's just give it to
Mike, Halifa waxul anything loo xam ne dafa nekk moom personal affaire am while she is the Secretary General of PDOIS, right? Dafa wax ne dama am idea te idea bu ma am man duma si mun a act unless and until ma dem to Congress ma waxtaan suma parti. This is what Halifa said. Léegi Ousseynou, he is the flag bearer and the presidential candidate, and the Secretary General of the United Democratic Party. Ousseynou dafa wax waaye Halifa waxut ne dama def dama ne I have an idea. This idea I have, I am going to take it to Congress and talk to my party and explain to them what I have. If they approve it, then I can go ahead. If they don't approve it, I won't go ahead. So there is a difference here. Fofu lay waxe mooy
Jovis daal sa wax ji taxana suuf boy dëgg waaye ñu may laamen mu ñëw non taxana suuf nag non taxana suuf yow yaa war a dama war a génn ci li nga nekk nag dëgg
non xala rek gis naa ne all these days yow tamit yaa ngi si benn mission xaw ma si benn mission nga nekk waaye fàttalekul ne ñun ñëpp ñoo fi nekkoon ci internet bi démba ak barki démba nga am ay kaddu yoo xam ne yow danga ko daan digéral te tey gis naa ne
Jobis xam nga non xaaral ñëwal
waaw te fan yi gis naa ne kaddu yi ngaan wax démba ak barki démba yaa ngi mel ni ku see xaw a génna waaye man understand the reason why.
Okay, léegi may ma 1 second ma no waara dama la ñaan rek man uy ma maa ngi amee network right now dama bëgg a wax lii rek bala ngaa lii suma network bi yaaxu man li ma laa wax mooy dafa am loo fi wax yow da nga yey sa bopp ci li ma wax mooy da nga xaar sa leader. So you guys have a leader, you guys have a belief. Gis nga belief bi nga am gis nga job bi yow lenn mooy sa problème mooy da nga bëgg nit ñi nangul la li nga doon. Waaye bëgguloo nangul li nga doon. No xamul sama loolu no xaaral rek xamul sama loolu. No xaaral waa dina ñëw yow da nga ne bu leen kenn soroxee seen li ngeen a def da ngeen koy def ci tey ak ci dal léegi ñun ñi amoon belief boobu man ak ni ma daan waxee yëpp am na foo xam ne ci gom-gom boobu noonu laa am mooy the idea and the policies of APP Sobeyaa. So the idea and policies of APP Sobeyaa, we are standing and we have a stand of a coalition. So man, damay go based on li nga xam ne tey suñ leader ak ki nga xam ne tey moom mooy suñ spokesperson moom lañ yabal ci waxtaan woowu noonu lépp lu mu indi ci table bi loolu la ñoo go by. So I respect you for whatever you're doing. So respect me for whatever I'm doing. But again, ma waxaat ko fii Gambia, but I will never ever man must support a party-led coalition. Just likewise, I will not support or see the fact ni doy tay lan mo waral tay ñu tok be sa ci yalla tay ak waxtaan mu mundi am tok na ñom defaraguñ seen kurel waye amna ku leen di waxal fele nu ñuy defaré seen kurel am nañ secretary fal nañ secretary general waye falaguñ flag bearer. So these are the confusing things you xamni tay man I don't really know what Gambian people want, to be frank honest. But suma kaddu demba ak suma stand demba moo fa nekkoon waaye dañ tollu ci jamono boo xam ne bro dañ war a bàyyi xuloo bàyyi xeex xool naka la ñoo ñëwee together ñu liggéey réew mi
xam nga Oussou wax na la fi ne demba man maa moom si xanañ waxtaan 1 hour wax na la ko
exactement waaye tamit loolu bëgguloo ko indi ci penc bi
non isu ma ko si ko penc bi isu ma dara lu ñu wax si penc bi dama bëgg nga xam ne rek lu moom mi nekk si biir Apex lu bari ñun waxtaan nañ ko ak ñun understandante nañ so man bañaluma la yow position bi nga nekka waaye dama gis ne ñun position buñ nekka da ngeen ko nekka di ŋaaña te loolu moo waruta am su ngeen fiiree ne you guys are doing your work, you can do your work. But that doesn't mean ne
man li tax ma ŋaañe ko mooy ki nga xam ne mooy jiitu ki nga xam ne non xam nga lu tax ma ŋaañe ko ki nga xam ne moom mooy jiitu ci lépp li nga xam ne tey moom mooy jëmale Gambia ci kanam moom mooy ñëw dajale Gambien si kooku moo nekk ci ginnaaw tey man lii mooy suma problème de lii rek nekk suma problème doy musu ñëw waste time on anything but why today
I feel do you understand ne Congress every 4 years la suñ Congress elective
I know that.
Do you understand ne election Gambia every 5 years la and
xam naa loolu bu baax a baax
and rotation boobu noonu moo tax this year PDOIS seen Congress dafa fall into the electoral year waaye lii xew nii nekkul si biir PDOIS ku ko xam
waaye lu bees la nag lii moom non lii moom lu bees la lii moom non day mus nañoo toog 6 to 8 months before election te amaguñ kan mooy jaay but what are you guys doing now boy gis nga Boy, man,
And that is the problem. That is the problem. Exactly. That's the problem.
Because man tay su fekkee ne amangulen flag bearer naka ngeen xam nga man leena mooy suma problem xam nga tay policies and agenda is very very important waaye ki ko boot ak ki ko jox mu boot ko moom yaakaar naa ne lii moo gën a important tey su fekkee ne yéen a ngi amee policies and programme ma xaaral rek boy may ma tey soo leen amee policies and programme yoo leen a jaay xam nga waxoon naa ko fi nga naan ma agenda du nit te maa la gën a xam ne agenda du nit so tey su fekkee ne am ngeen programme ak agenda boo leen a jaay tey kan mooy boot agenda bi lii laa la laajoon nga ne ma agenda du nit xam nga sa moo tax wax doo ko lekk da nga koy déglu ñu waxtaan waaw
agenda du nit Ousmane Sonko
maa la gën a xam ne agenda du nit
waaw Ousmane Sonko ngi ni barki de moo njaay bi moo joxañ jomaay ba jomaay ñu ko fal luñ jëluñ nit ki de
moo tax déedéet déglu danga ma laaj luñ jënd xalaat bi lañ jënd ak ki nga non xaaral xalaat bi lañ jënd ak ki jiite xalaat bi jiital xalaat moo tax ñu jël Ousmane Sonko moo tax ñu jël Diomaye Faye bro gis nga ñun ñii ñëpp duñ ay dof ñun ñii ñëpp ay giskat lañ ay gisaanekat lañ tey
waa léegi su fekkee ne yow foofu nga ko wér fil nañoo waxante dëgg rek xam nga yaa ko nangu beneen side bi waaye boo la ko nangu si side bi
man nanguwuma ko ci benn side man xam nga ci ban side laa ko nangu non bàyyi loolu rek xam nga man ci ban side laa nangu man nangu naa ne UDP ak idea buñ mun di am bàyyi nañ seen everything and what they believe and come for a conversation so with that conversation nag ñoom luñ génn ci biti wax ko tey te fekku ñu ñoom ñoo ëmba loolu noonu dañ bokk ci waxtaan boo xam ne am na kuréel bu ko ëmba tey loolu taxut wax seen wax boobu mustaan but yéen fi ngeen taxaw moo gën a confusing than United Democratic Party if we've been honest.
No, Phil.
If we've been honest, though, man, I'm just saying to my honesty.
Well, Phil, they're gonna.
You might get anything.
They're gonna
well, Phil, I'll be on for that now. Yellow.
Nanang, sign. Yeah.
Yeah, Tronalum like Banco from being a diamond kata skeno, a kieni sege, more baby men for a way and labam. Yemen for Phil Tronalum like despite Ujeni diamond for those don't mean co. That is permanently about law will come for fun. We are all Gambians. Kachala ka kubondino. Yajel moka kumo fole, molka kumo fole avo nyintol be nyinto. Bani mul kachara. Yaje ko yes. Kacha kera numbinga aje ko yes. Gamen kacha is positive for all of us. And ungaje ko golu ben the handle. We can change and go. We go all get 2016. Kachala keta kacha metale agree disagreement or keta agree keta more disagree at the end of the day another campaign coalition of formula. But then for coalition on nimbo discourse la. It has to be parties that are registered already. But the groups and the guns, many along IC may follow, Ikanajan Daddy like Ibrahim Kantana Jamul. People should not listen to them, honestly. What do you have for it?
Yeah.
It is party already. Wole coalition ko kacha. Honestly. Because more party militant sort of genuine voters sort of they are listening to them. Definitely I'm a UDP. But Gambia have a situational mentor. You know, many baby. I trust all of them they can move this country forward. Because Baro Bangoti and Benin Toman Gamen Beje, so Beala Nyatonko Isafal, Khalifa, Barisata City Nyawanyang, you know, Usain Dabo, Nanyum Mosabol Men. Each of these people in September Gambia will enjoy. Because ye banko kanu at their heart and at a jarre tole ka banko nakari ka kodo sunya because already they are settled. It will lay in Yindro Muninati ka banko bond. But now UDP for Lorenko, party led coalition. Coalition Jamaleketa in 2016 coalition on Niaje be kono. Decisional Kenyame, Willem Dundakon. You're sign, you're independent person. Sign, person can independent. Corrupt people on Nakitala, ya Shonomo Betia, at Bankota, more babe, Mokendo Bay, and more Furuna de Bankotia. All an eco sign, party led coalition. It'll be Taola. And they do it, Ibrahim Bitalde. I think I knew Jobis. they bring ideas in the coalition. We know that the coalition do go ke masa kundar ko. It will go ke any government na monkey found the government and it told the government London no. So this is their problem. People should welcome them in a coalition. They may win, but it is not do go ke the government ko. Are you hearing me? I'll come well.
Yeah, in Kemoy.
Mike
So that's their problem.
You will follow for it.
No,
Makati, 1 second.
Ibuka don't work under any government. Now my get to government, and they cannot. It is Masakunda Silinola. It is Masakunda Winola Gambia because Gambia no man. Ibuka do ila idea. Gambia no buka la moifa. You ask people what is the agenda. It's follow. They will come to coalition talk, I tell you, and coalition can need be tema, but they will be champion. It can be champion, ka decision or rules or not. Funny rules. After winning the election, a quarter do go to the government. It will be that deputy board.
Sorry to cut you there, but we are not here to castigate Doi. Let's have a productive conversation.
No, I'm not castigating.
You are.
No. This is their idea. This idea is not to.
But your what's idea? Like, no continue. It's better.
Okay.
Let's talk about your idea and continue.
Yeah. If they feel like that, I'm sorry then. But definitely they are a very genuine political party. Yeah.
Lamin, but the argument is party will be a doyle style copy for them.
Man, Mike,
sorry?
Mike,
what do you mean?
Mike, for job is a man song. That's the fact. Halifa na diamuta mulka je doyle diamuta. Hani sign. So ato bondi nola. So ala kuma kauni gambelul kajelko is it comes from the whole doy. But remember je APP Sobeyaa, UDP, and the other parties that are registered already should go into serious talk in coalition. Let's forget about the groups. ICMN hold on follow. In Malophobe register, photo register, well, after all is high time you decide which party if it are damning in case we may register. But what in I can hold this talk. I'm genuine, not because you register for you are not yet a political party. So
thank you, Lamin. Makati.
Yes.
Makati, you can come if your network is still good.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Is it Chosan is making lots of noise?
I just muted him. Makati, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Fadi siangé rube ci suuf dama alaykum salam.
Albe dal tunal kola. Jain kumata abebe laren ko even though mulla jirol kafata bare wadul nink eta wrong nera the like 100% but in se ku blandino especially this point Gambia la ko alhalo benyame and pro no fonts kachale can kulta black ling GB have a walk like that because election is a futatan and election on you futatan already because January, February, January not on December sita kote. So katara jang platform will do tra back and forth on certain issues that are irrelevant pro Gambia nyatu tawe kala nyami ndekaje la watu do amana fasoto bari ke kacha kula mial neko those are born issues and then way forward to achieve that I think is very important because Patiol Sierra Gambia is true. And that's what we fought for. But then again, like mulla if meno Minnesota, like for example, la Patiol Lonya for if Bima ni ko ba downplay la fanang u fanang ka diamo siandela. You understand? So kwale sono kachani nga amra ko nyum pati bal wol nyanda ka discussion also to me ala nako this can lead to a solid coalition me ala nako abening government no need ka challenge this election coming. Otherwise ukilongol rambe murula wala kono me ala nako asina Gambia la nyaaru ta ka tardende ka nasindi because Jamal be near be Hanan Bankol Mialam in Benyobala. Senegal is an example. Like the move can so there should not be an exception. Amanko Gambia put a mole and meal noko ekungul beteata karanala. Baraka difficult bake puru ke cool sambano anyande kelanyame. And the Nara policy can do la fana. Ita for the Gambia for the policy can do la policy safeo is a menula 1 million neko policy safeo monkey problem with it. But saying just to come and implement, that's where the problems comes. Mio bisabu cha bali and the multima. Okay, certain difference will mean BGA cool taki bondi in the multima. Najeko tonya. Gambia sulata mola mia ko bem bondila. You understand? Ofanang asulata team tronding on la mia la noko be mole team ya no. They are pretty it questionable. It a questionable because of it track record when it comes to no kabi karafo detail la kola ya tamani nyami okumata but B is the contrary. So ndengo kumande wala soro rombe min kafula
thank you Makati. Thank you very much for your statement. Fadis dafa am lo buga wax right now wala ngani da nga give up
No, man, I'm give up the Gambian politics. No, man, small question be next time la call that. So party yipne kefi next time.
I'm gonna fit 3 different party de akbena ken hamunda NPP la ken hamunda independent la mo nek sa mo nek ci corner bi ci souf nonu borom rastay
Mike nga garwale
mallo
Mike independent la
Mike mo ne independent rek ma buga daanu de mel.
You know, this is the very reason why I am independent.
Amadou
Mel
yeah. Mike Mune, this is the reason why what?
I'm independent.
Sama dom bi tamit mune mom independent la de.
Mike no I'm nga mel man munatuma man ameli dal dafa jaxaso mel waaye Amadou xam na ci dara Amadou ini point no man kay na fi yamar mel na ma fi yamar yo ini sa point
yo kanya yambare non yo nga musa daw ciow yo musulo daw ciow di
Amadou ini point sax nga xam ne daw ko ciow bu mag bi
no di lol rek ya dañu bëgg dekal fuñ bokku naka ko time boobu noonu
dégg naa yéen ñaar yéen a tax gars yi di wax ne waa Sobeyaa dañ jébalu si UDP Amadou ak kii
loolu la de kon man duma wax gars yi dafa leer ma gars yi ne comme ñun dañoo dem boot ma ne gars yi ne su dee ne comme coalition dafa am gars yi jiital looya daal am ok bi de
ok dama am suggestion APP Sobeyaa dama am suggestion bu ma bëgg a leen wax leen ni no
yow la kan number 1
Lamin Dabo, UDP-led coalition. So, the suggestion. I want to give you whether you will support it or not. Okay. How many UDP de ñu ne party-led coalition la su fekkee UDP waxtaan ak Sobeyaa ba léegi d'accord nañ suma gis-gis suma idea su fekkee Sobeyaa accept na listen Isa mu ne léegi now I accept Ousainou can be a president.
Wow.
But Isa, what position do you think Isa is best to be in apart from presidency?
No, feel back. Okay, what
suggestion. You don't have suggestion. If you have suggestion for UDP.
No, he's asking a question.
After you
Wow.
So you are but as I have the experience, it's very extensive. Muna live in the Justice Department. I'm not Justice Department. I'm not experiencing the auditing, like So mom experience is very extensive. So muna live in foreign service. He can be good in a lot of roles. Legi yo smari ba say question ma like la lolu nono yo lan ngay tontu. Comme ma like la kii naka la tuddaan su Essa nekkee président ngeen jiital Essa Faal what role nga foog ne Lawyer Darboe loolu moo mun a def.
That is not an option.
Déedéet dama laajte rek.
Amadou.
Mike génn ci.
Ban role nga foog ne la Lawyer Darboe mun a def.
Question bi nga wax ni ara question bi nga wax ni soo ko waxee sa parti leader Isa dafa wax ni moom
déedéet bu dal wax bi dama laajte question ma tontu la yow waxal tontu ma rek bu dal wax bi
no xam nga yéen a dee wax ne Lawyer Darboe dafa màgget
waaji yaa ngi bu dal wax
he will not answer the question. Mike, did you see?
No,
problem.
No, Amadou. Lamin batu ngema koy jang. Amadou, that's an unfair question because you already know UDP.
No, Mel, xam nga gaay nak ma ngay seetlu ni ñoom ñu ngi foog ni man ak Amadou dañ wig boo xam ne questions yi nga laajte yow li la Amadou tontu na la ba pare mu ne la Essa is good at the justice. Essa is good.
No, I didn't. Mike, me the one that's an unfair question. Yo, Mike, you buga neka UDP na?
Harold, what I meant by that, every one of you knows UDP's red line, right? So the idea to ask that question in itself is unfair because they made that position clear. It's either them or no one.
No, you don't want to answer question. So yo, Lamin.
Yeah, but
no, Lamin, wait. Lamin, Mike, wait.
No.
Lamin, well, you tell me now. What role do you think would be a perfect fit for Lawyer Ousainou Darboe if he is not president?
Lawyer Ousainou Darboe.
Retirement.
So be
question on
advisor to the president only.
Advisor
only. I understand.
So only advisor to the president.
Yes.
Are you sure? Why advisor?
You advise everything.
Why?
Because he has experience. He can advise you whatever you are going to do.
Experience in what exactly?
Tanide, Lamin. No, I don't think you understood the question. Lamin. Ako.
No.
Ni Essa Faal kita president. Darboe be place jumala tano. Comme atul be sonna place jumala pour Darboe. Ni Essa Faal kita president. Comme allié Essa Faal tambindi Darboe bulano.
Wala na ko ni isa fo ni ka wala ba flene ko.
What a camera.
Mike translate algaw.
Mune ingin si wahe esa fa lulu abla wane lulu du muna ne
Lol do muna neka.
Yo ya pale Lamin man Lamin bam ege do wahe na ma am suggestion sala hada suggestion am bi mo demul fen
Because how lu hew Esa will be very potential at ministerial position than the president.
Lamin na yala mune kana mo disturb ya
No, I'm not.
Listen, in that same light, I think Nel or Lawyer Dabo would be very, very, very good and effective in retirement.
No, minister work more than president.
Well, then why don't you take the ministry?
So Lamin, not you.
Lamin, you're a comedian. You're a
comedian.
Ministers work more than the presidency. So yeah, you guys, Phil, so they want the easy job. They want the easy job. Is that what he's saying?
That's exactly what he's saying.
No.
That's exactly what he's saying. Because of the president, all you got to do is sit down.
Okay. They want the easy job because Baba should be retired right now.
Yes, but he will retire after serving one term.
One time. Why? Hana Baba nag mom dañ ko wax ne so amu president bi do dem aljana.
No, waxuñ ko lolu. Why can hamun tamit kan moy nekk next president. It could be him. Ngeen ñep surprise ngeen
it could be tamit Essa Fall
it could be Essa Fall su ko defé yeen tamit yeen ñep surprise.
Yep. Okay, léegi Lamin man li ma la bëgg a laaj mooy Lamin. Non, Lamin, man li ma la bëgg a laaj mooy Lamin. Man li ma la bëgg a laaj Lamin. No, hold on. After nga ñëw. Waaw, okay, léegi Lamin. Now I'm going to ask you this question. How about if the coalition come to a time that Essa Fall is the flag bearer? Will you vote for Essa Fall for that coalition or no?
If I don't vote for him, I will in the judgment day, God will judge between me and my children. My friend, Essa is a good man.
Mashallah. UDP and Mawa need a man. Yes.
He loves the country. I'm telling you. As long as the whole UDP, everybody agree and Essa is the flag bearer, I will campaign for him. You will see me. Because I want a better campaign, and he has that. He has that intention. He has that grief. I know whenever he becomes the president, my friend, they should pray to God, Useni Perse Yasodo, because the Isafali Yasodo, Abe Bute Kele, because at the mobile. So he's a very good man. I respect him and I like him. The almost love all. Yeah. But situation of Benjamin, Nadiam Aina, UDP, party led agreement on signed Lua for the Yandela for Lafamena. Next coalition at the Kela Common Coalition 2016. Even the constitution, it may use la baby before election, before we go into election. Yes.
Never understand.
So Keno.
Ani. But right now, Adam Barrow is the majority in the parliament.
But it's possible.
No, as Keno, but Adam Barrow is the majority in the parliament. Niwo Bekala. Adam Barrow, NPP more learning UDP, member National Assembly, whatever change no la. But same thing, coalition mount and going. So
What I'm saying, they can make it as a form of draft. I taraje when parliament election or sita changes ketharek near quorum sodorek, they bring it directly and endorse it.
Yeah, that is possible. We already have a version of the constitution. All the opposition parties agreed on it. So I think they just have to make a little bit of changes and Niala Sonda 2027, inshallah, is happening.
But the question I have, man, Moi, where is APP Sobeyaa in all of this?
What do you mean? We are part of coalition talks.
Okay. Is APP Sobeyaa willing to join UDP?
No, and SFL has made
No,
it
this is
very,
not about joining. They all
stance
have
has
the
been very
forum.
clear.
Yeah.
They have said that whatever coalition that they're willing to join in, it has to be transparent. We are going to be able to hold the leaders accountable, and it has to be consistent. So having that in mind, any agreement that he's going to get into, it has to be fair and just. The process and all the procedures in place has to be fair and just. So,
No,
that is.
I mean, I suppose that's what everybody wants. But the reason I'm asking is because we have, is it Gambia Force, the one Khalifa is leading, or Sunni Gambia or something?
We are part of both of them at this point. We are part of the Apex, and we are also part of the other one. However,
point of correction. No. Khalifa doesn't have a coalition.
No, it's a coalition for change. Sorry.
No. Amadou Harald. Khalifa have an idea of Team Gambia.
If you want
Team Gambia, that's exactly what I'm saying. Whether you guys are involved in Team Gambia.
No. Team Gambia is an idea, but Khalifa haven't executed because of money. Dafa har be Team Ambi.
Okay. All right.
Yes, party have a leader. So, but sell it to the party.
Okay, going back to my question, the reason I'm asking is because I know some people are adamant we are not going to join UDP for whatever reason, historical reason. So what I'm saying is, where is APP Sobeyaa in all of this? Is APP Sobeyaa open to the idea to go into alliance or coalition with any party or including UDP?
Okay, Mike, you missing the point. The point is United Democratic Party, APP Sobeyaa, GMC or whatever, and 8 political parties come together in a conversation. Yes, and some movement, including UDP, and big oye doi nyo because 10 party is not structured yet.
Okay.
Do you understand now?
No, yeah, I get it.
Okay.
That wasn't my question, but I get it.
Anyway, I believe that with time.
So what is your question? Because
come and join the party.
No, boy. You miss the whole scenario. The thing is, there is something called Apex, right? And APP Sobeyaa is there. Likewise, UDP is there. They all come and listen to the idea and stuff like that.
Okay.
So United Democratic Party, United Democratic Party stand on what he said and saying that he needs endorsement. Then if people don't endorse him, that coalition will still go. So this is the thing.
That surge intensifies. What did we learn from it? Well, Erica, right now,
No, I get that. Sorry, I get that bit. What I'm saying is, you can be in that Apex discussion. But what I suppose what I'm looking for is there a willingness for all of these parties that are involved to put their differences aside and come together? Someone is echoing very seriously.
Neighbors in that area for any surveillance.
Mella.
I think it's Mel, yeah.
They've received hundreds of tips from the public.
Mel, don't mute. Mel, mute us. Yang noise.
It's not that. Look, I understand that these people, all of these parties are involved, right? But are their willingness to work with each other? That's my concern.
That is why they come together and have a conversation. The people that Sen Kirgi, I'm California, so go Chewatan. Job is Newell.
Why?
No, I'm a good California. Young man, go.
Job, you just walk into the.
I get it at you.
Job is still set you a trap.
These things happening around right now. But the thing is, as much as we want to do things, like he said earlier, he respects whatever PDOIS is doing within their party, and we also respect whatever Sobeyaa is doing with their party. So I think we should allow PDOIS. We just came out from Congress, and our Central Committee must meet to discuss what the way forward for the party. For example, there were letters sent to the Secretariat. They have to deal with it. So once they've done that, they will act upon those letters they found there. But the problem here is Phil and others, they want PDOIS to do things, quickly and get on with the discussions. So what I want to assure everyone is, we will be part of the discussions. Whatever is going to happen, the political parties are important, but the most important people are the Gambian voters. And at the end of the day, we're going to need each and every Gambian voters to talk to. So let's just wait and see. So maybe after a month or two, if nothing is happening with PDOIS, if you guys come out and criticize PDOIS, I will be able to understand. But right now, I think it's too soon for any sort of criticism.
So, Joyce, Sobeyaa, yenen la ko nangul. Na kom yenen si na Facebook xamna yenen ngay prepare, da ngeen buga put your house in order first, ngeen decide lu ngeen buga def and then ngeen ñew on board. Wala at least ngeen consider coming on board. Legi, gannaaw non la fa démé. Yeen tamit waxala sa gaay yow ak buga bay and everyone else, ngeen bay di xupa suuf si Apex coalition because yeen ko saboter all the time. And I think the reason why people are coming for you guys, that is also part of that, because you have opinions, very strong opinions, and all the reasons why this might not work. Understand? So we about PDOIS and why you haven't joined yet. We like all those questions. I think it's also important to be fair to the parties that have already decided to be part of a coalition.
Amadou.
Wow. Amadou, man lima la bëgg laaj ma kañ la doy mel ni sax man.
Man jàng na ma de.
No, let me explain. Let me explain how I see it, and it's not only me. Amadou, I can tell you Demba.
Wow.
Suma first call Buma receive.
Wow.
Is from a member of your party.
No,
Phil, remember
No.
Right. So, mom permit the same questions la don't like the man lutah man I'm not man nekuma di wahlu Apex di def. I'm not talking about that. Man luma defend moy yena yi Apex di def lu ngeen di def. Why at the same time you are trying to shut down what Khalifa is trying to do. Man fofula
how are they trying to shut down that?
No. Hamga yen hara job.
No.
Phil Haramua. Demba.
Every 1,000 babies that are born in Gambia, 300.
Gis nga Demba Phil. Demba si guddi xam nga waxtaan bi buguma see dugaat because dafa am seen kilifa koo xam ne waxtaan naa moom Demba du yàgga understand nga waaye moom li ma ko explainal moom understand na ko te man moom tamit li ma explainal man tamit understand na ko and am na foo xam ne daje nañ fa understand nga so li ma wax rek mooy ni ngeen doon waxee for example dama jox benn Phil buguma duga si lolu way because wax na ak nit ba pare and I don't want to bring it up here. Understand?
No, man, I did not say anything. No, I did not say anything.
On mute on. Sorry, man nekon di wax si background.
Wow, xam nga Amadou. Question B is very important. Why I'm not kuma waxal ba pare and I don't want to start talking about things yi nga xamne wax na ak mom affaire yoy nonu ba pare sot nañ ko out. Understand na ko. And then we can move forward. So suñ ko bëgg ekati rek dafa and I don't want to get in there. Understand?
Okay.
Because I'm
Yeah,
not
no problem. I respect that.
I'm not make wow, you know.
Okay.
So no, like, so let's move forward, you know.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Why in legi jigen bini nene che yasin what she's saying the statistics is it true?
I don't know.
Is there any data to prove what she said? Because she was very precise.
I can check on GWAS. The GWAS the record no. Muna go check my
When every 1,000 babies born in Gambia, 300 of them die because we don't have incubators.
It's a huge number. I don't know for long jelly, but did I check? How much check?
Well, they're gonna see say pull out.
Ana fact checker si.
Si say lu dega. Ñu na ay affaire am tay. Why si say dafa accident tay.
She got fact checked and proven wrong. Gunda Mune, she got fact checked because she was very precise. Why?
Yeah,
why would she do that?
That number cannot be accurate. You're talking about nearly 30%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that number cannot be accurate.
Why did she do that though? Why would she come out and be so bold and say something? Now I understand a little more what Degala, you know, there are babies that die in Gambia, but why be precise and give her numbers? Because I'm gonna need a fact check.
It's not based on fact. In fact, Ministry of Health it will not publish such a number.
Well, Uyukini, the real stats is 29 out of 1,000, according to Omar.
Probably.
That's a number I can agree with. 300 is a lot.
Why holding
Mel man li ma wax Job is daal mooy na gaay bàyyi ci li nekk xam nga li gën a garaaw mooy bariwul xam nga li gën a garaaw no ans may ma rek xam nga li gën a garaaw mooy duma lekk ci ndab li te dinaa ci xëppa suuf te yow benn kudu sax mënuloo ko cee mos. This is very dangerous, bro. Let us come together and work.
Phil yaa ngi wax boobu ba léegi boy wax naa la ne la Gambia musu sa oto ñu des gannaaw ñun si liñ nekka te ñëpp na
xamewuma leen ko de non man duma xaar man xamewuma leen ko de waaye nang ko bëgg a mel nag
si liñ nekka te musuñ sooy jógee duñ si jógee bés bu si PDOIS jógee man maay di first person kuy romba dem doy suma soxla because man dafa am lu ma gëm man gannaaw di kenn nenu ma you know why allow you to the time rek fil you know dinañ ñëw on board waaw bokk si liggéey réew mi loolu ñu si loolu lañ mu sax fil yow xam nga loolu ñun ay place ak yooyu noonu lekka fii loolu taxu ñoo jóg liggéey yàlla réew mi rek moo ñu taal ñëpp nangul nañu ko génnal si li nga nekk waa ji génnal si li nga nekk ma gis Mike tam ñëw di leen dimbale ma gis Fadis tamit di wax ne Job is funny maa ko gis mu ngi comment Fadis moom suma anti la
non lu ma min Fadis de man da maretaan loo noo nekk di waxee nekkut in a negative way do man xam nga man seen waay la man kañ man dama leen respect man dama leen
Jobis uyuma tay Jobis uyuma mu ngi recruit bugg a bàyyi moo bugg a bàyyi mu ngi bugg recruit bugg a bàyyi benn recruitment boo xam ne waaye fii la ñoo fekk boy Fadis
dam naa ne Jobis sona na sa loxo moom Jobis fi
te xam nga li gën a garaaw boy Fadis xaaral ma wax la benn exemple bi Fadis keroog dama egg ci life bi moom ak bàjjen téye ñu def loo xam ne génne leen ci li ngeen nekk xam ngeen ni li ngeen gëm parti lead mënut a taxab win fii yàlla def uma yàlla def Sobeyaa bi génn Sobeyaa bi mu génnee so waa APP Sobeyaa ku ci mel ni Amadou and we seen okay it's very logical despite the fact that APP Sobeyaa can win, but when the logic speaks, then the opinions gather weight. Man, this is what I believe. So logically, statistically, Gambia, then you want to come together, more the biggest chance for you win. So ñun APP Sobeyaa ñun nangu lolu coming together waye pa yi nga xamne dañ fi yag ñen na ci pa yi tie len na lo xamne and is an idea, and the most dangerous thing is what do is understanding Halifa Dafne, whoever sees the idea of Team Gambia, man, I am part of Team Gambia, but I am part of Team Gambia being doesn't have so by job is no
Jovis, uyul bamba, uyul ki mas manen.
Mas maa ngi plan pour apply for the flag bearership. Ñaanal leen ma. Maybe domido bi mooy nekk suma spokesperson. So
I'm a great thing. Dugal na candidacy.
Great thing.
No, boy, can do len vote. Billah wala 1% sa dolen ko am boy. Great thing that No, great thing that am 1% boy.
Jobis, yeah. But what happened though with the survey? PDOIS scoring just 1 or 2, I think. Is it 1%?
1%. 1%.
Wow. So what happened?
Wow, hamga survey Mike. Man, to me, there is nothing new in that survey because Lundia what I know fi online. Lolo mo reflecti survey bi. Ñun ñep nangu nañ ne UDP ñom ñoo nekk di biggest opposition party. Lolu nangu nañ len ko. Nangu nañ tamit ne Gambia people are poorer today than they were. Lila survey bi wane. Why? With PDOIS, now and tamit, there might be different factors you have any more because party B Amuton Kuko GT. In the case of Halifa, there was uncertainty to many people. Lolu yep mun na mo cause affaire bi ak time bi nga xamne mom lañ def survey bi. So lolu la ci gis waye liñ doon waxtane fi rek mo réflexe.
Yeen sen 1% bi liko gëna yok moy yeen amatu len agenda bo len jaay da ngeen na ñew di defend sen bop. No.
Boy. This agenda team, boy.
No, Phil, by low, please.
Yo, Phil, you put agenda. Can't have agenda.
No. In fact, Jobis, I will cite you on that. APP Sobeyaa copy your agenda anyway.
Exactly.
It was a copy and paste
thing, you know. Phil, you know,
I'm gonna get a mate to silly. Phil Limneka the toy PDOIS, yeah? Mike is getting a kick out of it. Because Mike Mulena ready and sell Sisuf.
No, but seriously, PDOIS's agenda since 1987 or so, they've been consistent. So that's what all these small parties are talking about now. What PDOIS has been saying all along. So to me, it's pretty much copy and paste.
Like, the 1987, what would you know?
Sovereign wealth.
But the reason I'm asking this question is because last election, I think PDOIS got about 17%.
No.
Was it 17%?
But I can tell you guys for a fact, without Halifa,
3.7%, okay.
Without Halifa in PDOIS as the leader, remember, their percentage is going to drop.
Mas Hamgalo Hamut. Mas Hamgalo Hamut.
Wow.
Gis nga PDOIS ñu fa nekk.
Wow.
They are I can say 90% of the people supporting PDOIS. Ñu fa dess. Moy ñi nga xamne dañ gum parti bi. Understand? You can have sympathizers.
Wow, man si ñoo labo.
Wow, ñun dañ dé support PDOIS, but these people are not members of the party. Understand? The problem bi nga xamne mom la PDOIS doon am wax naa ko waxaat naa ko. There was a time boo xam ne ñun nekkuñ toon di def liggéey bu enough and xam nañ loolu because ñu ngi woon si yeneen mission mooy this coalition building and that and loolu dafa taxoon ne parti bi concentration bu mu waroon jox parti bi si boppam defu ko woon waaye gis nga mass PDOIS ñun luñ amee xam nañ ne neex na moo jaay xam nañ ne
waaye Jobe nag yow da nga bari caaxaan de xam nga luy neex a jaay mooy looy jaay mu jaay yow yaa ngi jaay 1987 kenn mënuloo am te ñu ko rek nga ne neex a jaay waaw Jobe
waaw mais ma rek waaw film mais ma rek ma jeexali li ma wax man li ma wax mooy ñun problème bi nga xam ne moom la parti bi amoon ñun xam nañ ko te ñun ci suñ congrès bii nii loolu noonu réglé nañ ko so su ma nee dama PDOIS dafa neex a jaay ñun am nañ programme boo xam ne war na moo mën a doxal Gambia nit yi
xanaa utee naa bu APP Sobeyaa bi
waaw am nañ
loolu mooy neex a jaay maas 3 months nga mën a jaay nit 18,000
waaw mais li ma wax fil mooy loolu am na
waaw xanaa kañ nga start di dégg nag yow doo daan dégg di boy
non maa ngi drive and also maa ngi bàyyi xel loolu so li ma wax mooy fil óolute bi nit yi am nañ ko ci biir political party bi understand nga li des mooy waxkat yu bari ñu jël message bi ñu yóbbu ko and loolu noonu ñu ngi si so let's wait and see PDOIS 2026
so Jobis ban agenda ngeen nekk di jaay is it the sovereign wealth
transformative agenda that's something
You see, Jobis, you see, this is the problem. This is the problem. This has always been PDOIS's problem.
What's the problem?
Yeah, transformative agenda. How many people know that?
Mike.
And that's the problem.
Mike.
Gambians don't listen to that.
Mike, you see, you, Mike. You have to take it easy with us. Mike, the guy asked me which agenda are we selling? I told him exactly the agenda that we are selling. And
yes.
you are telling me this is the problem. Mike, that's the name of our agenda. Transformative agenda.
But here's the thing.
Sovereign agenda bi bobu amatul boy bi ma like te bobu gaay dañ ko tek ci suuf ñu ne bobu baawut parce que yag nañ ko jaay jarul
no it's part of
ma fa ngay nañ ko tek ci suuf da ngeen ko yag jaay jarul
mané waxo kenn waxo fi do gëna ci li nga nekk boy
wa yow man nak nga
yow fi lo dal yow ñi ñu ni 5 point lañ amé ñoom 5 point lañ amé. Is that a problem?
Yeah, but the 5-point agenda seems to be selling better than what you have. And it has been a long-standing problem for PDOIS. PDOIS, I have to admit, they have brilliant ideas, if only you can understand what they are selling.
But Mike, 2 minutes ago, but Mike, 2 minutes ago,
yeah,
that's what I've just explained.
But the transformative agenda that you're talking about, Gambians
you need to understand one thing. When you say transformative agenda is what you are selling to the Gambians, you need to understand that when you are ready to shift the societal and economic concept of this country to your own perspective, you have to consider so many factors in terms of our revenue. How do we gain our revenue? What are some of the plans and modalities in which the PDOIS think they can put in place in order to structure that transformative agenda? You see, I have interest in PDOIS, and I follow some of your programs. And I think what you are trying to sell to the Gambians is not applicable. I'm not saying it's not good or it's not something very, very interesting, but is it applicable considering our economic factor, considering our social concept, our beliefs, what we have at hand? I think it's not applicable.
And not only that, the people that are buying it are not buying it.
Okay.
So there is no market for it.
Okay, let's take one at a time, right? Sorry, Mike. If you say there is no market for it, I don't know.
No, let me correct that. What I meant by that, Moy, since 1987, Halifa had, I used to live in Serekunda East. Halifa was my MP, right? I used to support PDOIS. But the problem is, I do not think PDOIS message resonates with Gambian people. They've been at it for almost 40 years.
Mike,
people are still not buying it.
Mike, I just told you a few minutes ago.
These new parties that emerge from nowhere, copying your policies, trying to refine some of your policies, right, are gaining support than you guys. So something is wrong with the messaging.
No, there is nothing wrong with...
not the agenda. The agenda is...
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, wait, Mike, I just told you a few minutes ago that there was a period that the party was concentrating more on coalition building, and with that, we kind of forgotten about the party, so we are not doing enough in what you just mentioned. I told you a few minutes ago that we realized that, and during this past Congress, we've addressed the issue, and now we are going to take the message to the people. This is what I just said a few minutes ago, and you are coming back with this. And you yourself, you said what we are trying to sell to the Gambians is not applicable. Mas, can you tell us why it's not applicable? And what do you understand about the transformative agenda?
When we talk about transformative agenda, in a simple sense, we are just saying changing the system that is in place to a different perspective in terms of societal and economic perspective. In fact, when it comes to political view, what we are trying to look at here is how does the society view things, and economically, how is the country striving in terms of economic success? The one that we are having here, for example, in the Gambia, when you look at our economy, we are relying more on taxations, and probably, I used to hear agriculture, which I don't believe in. But I believe for Gambia, we are relying more on taxation, okay? And a little bit of tourism. Of course, they say agriculture. These are the fundamental or the building blocks of which I think the Gambia is banking on as far as, economic perspective is concerned, okay? Now, if PDOIS say transformative agenda, that simply means PDOIS is telling Gambians that we are going to shift or we are going to change this perspective to a different one that we think will be suitable for Gambians. And I said, no, this is not applicable because when you look at the Gambia, you have to consider what we have in terms of our market. Our agriculture is not good. We are not investing more on agriculture. And even if we want to, do we have the financial muscle to invest more on agriculture? For now, when you look at our debt, you realize that we even have more debt. We will not be fortunate to go into, gaining more loans or grants, considering the amount of debt that is already on our neck. So investment to certain degree or certain financial muscles might not even be applicable. Now, you say sovereign wealth, for example. You are talking about the river, okay? I think that is one of the things that PDOIS is is trying to bank on. So some of these things, for me, I believe they are not going to be applicable for now, considering how we gain our financial muscles from, that is taxation, and you cannot neglect that.
But Mas, can I say something?
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Don't you think that the people need to elevate their mindset? Because to me, PDOIS is always futuristic. That's me. They just envision the future. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
Hold on, Mas. So to me, it's more of like, if you're thinking that, oh my goodness, their thinking is just way too high up there, it means that people need to elevate their mindset. Because if you want PDOIS to bring down whatever they have going on, then which means that we are giving up for mediocre. And what we need in that country is standardizing something, which I understand is hard for us to achieve. But the only way we can achieve it is consistency. And that is what PDOIS has been on forever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know PDOIS has a very good point, but for me, for now, it's an imaginary, agenda that is circulating in their head, and it's not working for Gambians to accept. Because at the end of the day,
is the problem. The problem is,
wait.
Why do you think it is not working?
Like, if you are telling me, let's look at a long-term succession, a long-term plan for that matter. You see, long-term plan is okay. But if you want to achieve a long-term plan, for now, you need to give me something to work with that can sustain me for a long-term plan. Now, what PDOIS is putting on the table does not guarantee any acute solution. When I say acute solution, that is to solve our current problems in terms of financial needs. No. PDOIS is just telling you that we need discipline, we need time, the evolving circle will come.
But Mas, you see that discipline. Let me tell you, one thing that is really running down that country is the corruption. I'm telling you, if we are able to combat that corruption, we'll be able to achieve a lot of our goals that maybe we need to put in place. Now, that discipline that you're talking about is what most people are lacking. This is why corruption is not going anywhere, because people are not disciplined. Discipline is the problem.
Mas,
discipline is the biggest problem over there. That's the root cause of all these problems.
I don't think it's only discipline.
Okay, Jobis, yes, I'm listening.
I don't think it's only discipline. However,
I agree, Mike. I agree.
I will agree with Jobis on one point that he said about the party lost sight for a moment while busy setting up coalitions. I suppose that may have been the fault for PDOIS. But in terms of the general policy of PDOIS, as brilliant as it is, I don't think it fits our economic model right now.
Mike, this is our problem. Why?
We as Gambians, no, but we as Gambians wouldn't even want to buy it. Because telling us tight your belt, do austerity, it's not going to cut it. You see, one of the problems we are in this mess. Gambians,
Mike, you're missing a point, and you don't even know how to tie your belt. And this is the reality. Yes, you don't even know how to tie your belt, and you're teaching people how to tie their belts.
Gambians,
why Phil?
Phil is going after PDOIS.
I understand that APP Sobeyaa is tapping from PDOIS policies,
Mas mane kadam nyanto nanam PDOIS.
Mas, there is one thing called syllabus, right?
Yes.
If you go to school and you see mathematics, English, science, and social studies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to learn that. Every school going to teach that. But
Hello?
Sorry to say, but the way they sell their agenda is too lame for me. to be frank, honest. You know, and now they're doing something lo hamne.
Feel sa digante yala bi nga doon wax lem fame feel yow bi nga doon wax lem sa ñaari fini say wante nañ bi nga doon wax lem da sa ñaari fini te laalante nañ
no laalante wuñ wa ay Gambia de tey moom ne moom you know doy ñu jàpp rek nga duñ bàyyi xam nga lii du jikko doy nag Tidos yéen xamee wuñ leen des ci gannaaw ñi nga xamee woon des ci gannaaw segam ñoom ñoo mun a ñëw bokk ci waxtaan waaye indil nañ nit ñi lu ñoo teg ci table bi nag doy itam ñëw bokk ci waxtaan bi indi lu ñoo teg ci table bi mbaa da ngeen ragal
no why doy is saying that you people are tapping from their chin.
yow cin bokkul sax xam nga benn cin la waaye benn cin yi soose benn cin yi olof du benn boy come on gën na leen ci li
no waaye gars yi dañ fi ne yéen a ngi porté loo xam ne it's not your work
gën na ci li nga nekk maas
maa ngi takku be dëgër man dama bëgg a ngeen séentu ma rek ba ma pare man dama pare ngut rek gis ngeen man suma pare
Tidos ñëw after Gos ñëw
bëggoon na
no waaye may leen Jobis mu jekkali woon
Mass xam nga li nga wax nga ne suñ economic model and suñ economic model moo tax tey Gambia mu tollu fu mu tollu nii.
ok
so waaw moo tax tey fi problème bi Gambia nekka that's why we are in that problem boo xam ne ñu ngi amee 140 billion bor so ñun what we are talking about eradicating poverty. And by eradicating that poverty, we believe those in the country, in different areas, moo xam nga nekk farmer.
mun nga maa nangul dara. yaa ngi eradicate loo xam ne xam nga man lii moo tax ma ne nit ku nekk li nga xeeñ nag dëgg man xam nga man Jobis yow li nga xeeñ yow li nga xeeñ safuloo ko nag.
non fil haral xam nga soo ma mayutee may wax and every time nga bëgg a jumpin di ma dog dafa anduru leneen and waxtaan bu ñu
léegi baalal naa la waxal
dafa serious because maas wax na ba pare doguloo ko so maa ngi bëgg a respond di maas wax
maa ngi ko doon dog yow tamit xanaa gisuloo maas maa ngi doon waxtaan ak moom waaw ñëwal
non bi ma wax lu mu foofu si ñun dañ ko may ñim ñëpp ko may noppal mu wax
waaw léegi may naa la nopp bu baax bi
so ñun lu ñoo wax mooy Gambia li fa nekka ñun ñëpp all these political parties xam nañ ko and li ñoo wax mooy ñëpp lu ñoo wax koo wax mu ne la agriculture koo wax mu ne la nappa koo wax mu ne la ñu empower businesses yi this is what all political parties ñu nekk biir Gambia yëpp yële la gaay dee wax koo wax mu ne la education that's what people are talking about ñun ñëpp waaye naka lañ koo defee loolu mooy problème bi and yeneen political party yi li gaay di wax ne noonu lañ koo defee ñu dem invite ici ay investors ñu ñëw si biir dëkk bi investors yooyu noonu gaay doon wax ne ñu leen di invite ñuy ñëw dina yokk dëkk bi tey dëkk bi fii ñoo invest all the political parties loolu la ñoo jooy ne li ñoo joxe waruñ koo joxe and ñun loolu lañ musa bañ te ñun dañu wax ne even soo amee investor da nga war a am a Gambian partner so ñun lu ñoo wax mooy ñu ne pharmacie dañ leen war a mun a empower ñu am seen bagage yépp yu ñu war a béyee li nga xam ne moom mooy li ñu béy and su loolu paree at the same time dinañ am industries yoo xam ne nii foofu la ñu processé li nga xam ne moom la gaay di béy li dëkk bi soxla ñu jokko dëkk bi su amee any excess ñu yóbbu dem jaayi ñun lii la ñoo wax soo maas su fi ñëwee mu ne ñun lu ñoo wax loolu mënut a xew Gambia xam nga dafa am lu ñu war a xam Gambia ak yeneen économies yi they are completely different te néeg kenn mënu koo tabax su fekkee ne taxawluloo foundation and foundation bi Gambia mooy foog ñu yokka am amenity te am amenity doo leen mun a yokka man ma ñëw dem si benn village ñu jox ma fa laan bu mag ma jël nit ñu fa nekka ñooñu noonu di ma béyal ci suma biir tool ba pare man maa leen a fay loo xam ne sax mutu dépasse 1 week. This is what PDOIS is saying ne waruta demee noonu. Those in those villages we need to empower them pour ñoom ñu def liggéey boobu.
Okay, Jobis, can I ask you a quick question, then you can continue?
Yeah.
Right. You talked about eradicating poverty. Now, and you talk about our national debt, which is about 130 or so, 65% to our GDP, right? So, what is PDOIS saying? Is PDOIS going to borrow money, or are they saying they are not going to borrow money?
Borrowing money with Gambia, Mike, any politician, kunyo munela, don't borrow money. Yeah. Because we don't have enough.
I agree with you on that.
We don't have enough.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You can continue.
Yeah, so legi, linga muna dem borrow. Why linga borrow? Fanga ko dugal. Nda is it going to bring something to the nation? Or dang ko def si yeneen project yoo xam ne du isi dara lii moom mooy wax bi foofu la waxtaan bi nekka ak ñun lu ñoo wax mooy suñ ko amee dañ koo dugal si nit yi nga xam ne dafa uplift nit yi seen am dina yokku dina tax bi instead of nu mel nii léegi nga xam ne ñu ngi tax business yi ba ñoo dee more people will have opportunities to pay more taxes and then du gaañ ñu bari. This is what we are talking about. So why xam nga sometimes waxtaan bi moo dee neex ku nekk mu ne nii ku nekk mu ne nele waaye am na ñoo xam ne they were supporting all these things private.
dëgg Jobis man nag dama fogoon ne leneen ngay wax nag waaye yow li nga fee nekk di wax yëpp. It's not something new.
Hello.
Hi.
I also want to share my thought a little bit, you know.
Come on, bro.
But I would prefer speaking Mandinka. Maybe I can express
that's fine. That's fine. Speak whatever you want to speak.
Okay.
Bro.
For me, I'm not registered in any party right now, but I am UDP sympathizer. Okay. We are all working for Gambia. We all want better Gambia. But what I'm seeing from the Gambian politics, most of these political parties are not participating in politics actively until it's about for the presidential election 10 months, then they will come, you know. Ndala Jeroto, Ibuga participate political because PDOIS is a big party and a public. I think also I most of no me alongo it's too much. Asiata no, but Ibuga activity ke. You know, in Gambia, after presidential election, a casino le. I can understand. Signed the Nidara Jibeng, PDOIX, Nidara Jibeng, politically, how many elected Fankol Soto, council Soto, Oronto deputy, Oronto Kiaman, Oronto a mayor, right now, only 2 deputy Soto in deputy Bungo, right? So, saying, Nita Rajibeng, PDOIS, Puru Sembo Sut Nola Yaming. Number 1, Ebola follow Jiben, the Puru. But it's in so demanding. So, same thing, how many percent, Kabri last surveying cat, how many percent PDOIS will be able? Before we now know power force, for every government sort of for a plan on me for the yoke, you have to have more, you have to have the power force. Puriana, you can make a plan on system. But right now, what I am seeing, PDOIS, to be honest, no, they themselves know 100%. They don't have chance to win the election. What they can do right now for the better Gambia is to try and form a coalition with possibility with UDP and all other parties together. Then you can have maybe tactical allies for these other elections, what are coming, you know, like councillors, chairmanships and maybe mayors and so, then you go to the MPs, councillors, MPs elections. You can understand. Then they can have maybe 5 or 7 representatives in parliament, or more than that. Because last time, 2016-17, I think they have up to 7 because they do tactical allies with UDP. But now, they are after this 2021 election, they don't have that. They lose most of their MPs. They have only 2 now. So for you to have power, you have to have all those things. You need all those things in your party. Like maybe you need some councillors who will be working on the ground when there is election. And you need another, maybe chairmans. If you cannot have, if you can have maybe 1 or 2, and all other political parties can have maybe 1 or 2, then you can have the balance of power. Then you can compete in the political arena. But what I am seeing right now, because when you do survey, you have only 3%, you have 4%. How can you win the election? After presidential election, only
no, they have 1%
was the
on the
opposition
survey.
party.
They have 1% on the survey.
Wait. Only UDP was the opposition party who is contesting the whole election. The whole election from presidential election, you come to chairman election, you come to this councillors election, and all the other elections. UDP try to compete MPP, So we, all the Gambians are seeing this. We have to accept the reality, and do the right things in the right time. Otherwise, we will all be messed up.
Yeah.
The same time, Yoro will be there, and he will be continue.
Mbading.
Let's accept the reality. That's it.
Mbadi yeto nyafo barimbe men nde kanata do ko la sayanga 15 minutes le soto. So alin so ngam fananga do manden ka funyin kan don tanga funti.
Yaro nanang.
Yalo membeje Gambia. Fo mol se son tonyala.